Hey, what is going on, Aquarius? Butch Tarot here. I'm going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Aquarius? Message do we have for Aquarius, spirits and guides? Right, Aquarius. So first and foremost, this is an energy you're familiar with. This is someone I feel like you are familiar with. I feel like with this person, I feel like you went through some shit with this person. We have the Tower. I feel like you had some issues with this person. Like I just get the feeling like with this person, like there's this clash that you had, this falling out, and I feel like it all happened very quickly. I feel like this person just got very impulsive. Very impulsive. Like I said, I feel like things were good, and then all of a sudden things just fell apart, and it fell apart quick. This person it was a very impulsive, coming out of nowhere issue. This person got very defensive with that Nine of Wands. Almost like a non-issue became a very big issue. Like they kind of made a, what's that saying? Made a mountain out of a molehill. Like I said, with that Tower, I feel like that one impulsive decision or impulsive move with that Knight of Wands, very quick moving energy, it caused that Tower moment. Like things just fell apart from there. And like I said, with that Nine of Swords or Nine of Wands, that very defensive energy led to the Eight of Swords, where this kind of person like shuts you out. They put their walls up. Self-imposed prison, Eight of Swords. Then we have the Devil card. Like purposely holding themselves back. I kind of get the feeling that this person didn't get their way, or something didn't go their way, so it's like almost like a tantrum. For some of you, this maybe someone's throwing a little bit of a tantrum because they didn't get their way, or someone making a bigger deal out of something that really isn't that big a deal. Now the thing is, I feel like this person knows, they know damn well what they did wrong. I feel like they regret it. I feel like this person, like I said, is a very impulsive moment that led to, one bad moment kind of led to some more that followed suit very quickly. Excuse me. Honestly, I'm getting that we have the Justice in reverse, so I feel like this person, I feel like they were at a balance. I feel like shit wasn't going right anyway. And it's like almost like this was just the icing on the cake. You know when someone's pissed about something and it may not even have anything to do with you, but it's like they're already on edge, they're ready to snap, and that one little thing, it can be the smallest, stupidest thing that makes them blow up. And like I said, I mean, they were at a balance, and I feel like this led to this like hot and cold energy, like more cold than hot. For some of you, this may be someone that ghosted you. Like they just went cold, they just disappeared. Over some meaningless shit. Because I do feel like it was more meaningless than anything else. Like I don't feel like there was really... I mean, I feel like even you have an idea that this was something that you weren't aware of. Like there was something else going on with this person that really had nothing to do with you. You know, even though you didn't see what was right in front of you, I feel like in hindsight you kind of get the idea that it was kind of bubbling under the surface, and then something just kind of made it. This whatever happened between the two of you kind of made that bubble start bubbling over. Now, I feel like this person, I mean, I feel like they've had time to think about it. I mean, they kind of resorted to that hermit mode, you know, going into, like I said, with that devil, going into that, like, kind of holding themselves back, you know, feeling like they put themselves in a cage, kind of put themselves on timeout, you know, because we got that Virgo, you know, energy with the hermit and that Capricorn with the devil. I mean, and again, I mean, the Five of Swords, this person regrets the shit out of what they did. I mean, they know what they did wrong. They know how they screwed this up. What I see is I feel like this person, they want to make things right. They know what they need to do with the Seven of Wands. They know what they need to do. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I mean, they're coming back. And I feel like they're finally ready to open up. They're finally ready to make things right. They're finally ready to communicate and be honest about what's really going on with this person. Like I said, I feel like it wasn't really, doesn't seem like something that would be this big, but it turned into this big. But now I feel like them coming back, you're going to get the whole truth of what really happened. The real dirt. The real tea. I mean, I feel like this person's been thinking about you and only you, and this bond that you have with this person is strong. And like I said, they regret it. You know, they regret how they acted. But they care about you so much that they have to come back. You know, sometimes when you're with someone and you do something stupid and then you just like I regret it. It was stupid, but there's no way I'm going back to that person because I like look like a complete idiot now. With this person, I don't feel like not coming back was an option. Like I feel like they always knew they were going to come back. I feel like they knew they were coming back because they knew what they wanted. You know, with the two of Wands, and I feel like you knew they were coming back. I feel like you knew, and you might have even said you'll be back. Out louder to yourself. I mean, I feel like that energy was in there somewhere. Like, I don't know what your deal is, but you'll be back. Like I said, I mean, they've embarrassed themselves. I can't put it I don't know how else to put it. They feel the embarrassment of what they did. But they want to make it right. You know, I see this person coming back. I mean, coming back full circle with that world card. Oh, I can't talk. And the Ten of Wands. they gotta put the work in. You know, they're willing to do the work. I mean, you're worth it. You know, like I said, coming back, very honest and open communication. Being upfront because they know that they have to be. Like, there's none. It's not like they come back and they're just like, oh, pretend like it didn't happen, and we're just like one of those situations. Because a lot of people do that. Shit happens and they kind of disappear for a bit, and all of a sudden they wander back into your life and just act like, what are you mad about? Like, what did I do wrong? Nah, you know what you did wrong. They know. They know what they did. I mean, you got this person, they're chasing you. They're looking for they're looking to make things right. That's what this person wants. You know, I mean, I feel like the connection is real, and I feel like a lot of this could have been avoided. This person just being honest in the beginning, because, like I said, I feel like there was definitely something going on that had nothing to do with you really at all. A lot of it was just in this person's head, and I feel like they kind of needed to take a step back and realize that, and realize they screwed this up. But I mean, I again with the Queen of why can't I talk today? The Queen of Wands, that Aries energy. I feel like this person knows they got to come back and they got to make it right, and I don't feel like they're gonna stop till they make it right. I don't think they can stop. I don't think they will stop because they want you. I mean, like I said, this is a lifelong connection. I feel like you're bonded with this person, and this person can't help but think. I mean, they're thinking about you and only you with that Four of Cups, and they're not gonna like one impulsive bullshit moment ruin what you have. And they're going to do whatever it takes, like I said, with that Ten of Wands, putting in the work, doing whatever it takes to make things right. They've acknowledged, and they will acknowledge to you. They've acknowledged to themselves. Now it's time to acknowledge to you of what's really going on. Like, what's really happening with this person that caused them to be the way they were. With this person, I mean, we have, like I said, we have Virgo and Capricorn. We have Aries. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Libra. Some Gemini as well. Cancer and Scorpio. It is, I mean, I'm really getting a fire sign type vibe from this person. You know, not necessarily a fire sun sign. It could be, but I'm definitely feeling a lot of fire. And it's kind of a curse. I'm a fire sign. And it is something that a lot of fire signs deal with. Like, I've done it. You know, I've been mad under the surface at somebody else or something else, and sometimes even myself. And then one little stupid thing causes me to snap. And then all of a sudden I'm mad at somebody that really had no, like, someone that had no right to take the blunt of my anger. And I'm not super angry person. I just mean like for instance, very quick and simple story. I remember this one time, this guy cut me off. Blatantly cut me off. I had to slam on my brakes. I was annoyed. But I had the coffee holder, my fresh new coffee in the coffee holder. And when I had to slam on the brakes, the coffee spilled on me. And I had like this white shirt. So you know what happens when a white shirt, when coffee gets on it, like the bottom half was like brown. Okay. So I'm on the way to work. So my day is starting off brilliantly. I get to work. Boss is just in a tizzy. All day giving me shit. End of the day, it's you know one of those days where you just like right after work you just want to go home and crawl into bed and just move on to the next day. Like, this day sucks. Let's get it over with. Anyway, so I'm coming home and I remember I went to the store I can't remember what it was for. I wish I could remember the whole story, but I don't think it really matters. I went to the store, and I remember this guy like stepped in front of me, like stepped in the line in front of me, even though I was standing there and I was waiting my turn, and this buddy just walked in front of me. So it was the second time somebody cut me off that day, and I just remember like getting mad about it, like just kind of like I even told him, I'm like, dude, I'm standing here. You don't see me standing here, but what I'm my point is that my reaction was way more than warranted. He might not even have noticed. Maybe it wasn't as blatant as I thought it was. But I like laid into him. I got real firm with him, and I was just like right up in his face, and I'm like, you see me standing here? Like, am I visible? Which normally on a normal day I'd just be like, whatever, like go ahead, or I'd be like, hey, yeah, I think I'm next. You know what I mean? But my point is like all that shit all day was boiling under the surface, and then it just happened to be like, I know that's so minor. It sounds like it's such a minor thing, but like I've had other instances that I can't really remember. I just remember that one. Like as soon as I started talking about it, that's the story that came to my head. But it's like that in life. You know, sometimes something's bugging you, and generally, unfortunately, our partners usually deal with a lot of that. They take a lot of that blunt. You know, you're having a bad day, and all of a sudden you come home and they say something wrong to you, and to you it's almost like amplified by 100. And instead of them saying, "Oh, are you having a bad day?" what you hear is completely different than what they said. What you hear is, "What's your problem, asshole?" You know what I mean? That sounded really weird when I said that, because I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna hold it back, but then I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I don't mean to swear, but you know what I mean? Like, what's your problem? That's what it comes out to. That's what we hear. What's your problem? But what they're saying is, what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm way off. Maybe it doesn't make any sense. I just feel like sometimes, because we're holding back something, and it can be something bigger than that. It can be something like really bugging you, and you're keeping it to yourself. You're keeping it bottled in. The worst part with that is when you do snap at someone. You know, like you know that old saying, "You don't have to bite my head off." You know, people say that. Unfortunately, sometimes people say things to the person they don't mean to say it to. And like I said, a lot of times it can be our partner, because we spend so much time with them, because we're so candid with them. And sometimes they take a blunt of, you know, any time. I think everybody's been with a partner, or even a sibling or a family member or a friend that just had a really pissy day and took it out on you, and they didn't mean to. And I feel like that's kind of what the situation is on a kind of a grander scale. That's why I say I don't really feel like I don't feel like it was your fault. You know, I feel like they know it wasn't your fault. And I feel like that was the hardest part about this is, you know, they look like an idiot. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.